Welcome, everybody, to Reach and Read. My name is Katie, and I work at the Sacramento Public Library, where books are just the beginning. We're so excited to have you for this program and to have local yoga instructor Kat Sun with us today, and we will get to her in just a moment. But first, I wanted to mention just a few things. So first are just some housekeeping things. We've disabled all of the microphones for participants, so you can feel free to use the chat function to share any questions or comments that you have. If you're having any audio related issues, please exit the program and re-enter. We find that doing that will typically solve that issue. If you need closed captioning at any point during the program, please click the live transcript button that you'll find at the bottom of your screen. You'll click that button, wait just a moment, and then you'll see the closed captioning pop up and you can follow along. And I will make sure to put that in the chat as well. And we also ask for your grace and understanding in this virtual world that we are in right now. If there is some kind of a delay, one of the hosts drops off, or we experience any other type of interruption, please allow time for us to pick up and resume the program. And I wanted to let you know that this program is being recorded and it will be shared to our virtual yoga playlist on our YouTube channel, which you can find us under Sacramento Public Library. So I usually am able to upload it by early the following week. So it should be up on Monday or Tuesday of next week if you'd like to revisit the practice from today. And please make sure to stick around after the yoga demonstration for a short book talk based on this week's theme. And also, I wanted to share with you that the Sacramento Public Library is a Healthy People 2030 champion. And this means that we are helping our community to lead healthier lives. And the CDC recommends that adults get 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity and 2 days of muscle strengthening activity per week. And getting or staying active can have great short-term and long-term health benefits. And you're about to get 45 minutes of movement, so you are on the right path. So go you guys. So if you'd like more information about this, please visit health.gov/moveyourway. And of course, we have tons of health resources available at the library. As I mentioned, we have past recordings of virtual yoga programs available on our YouTube channel. We host Zumba on Mondays at 5:30 virtually, and we also have a virtual Zumba Gold program on Wednesdays at 4, and that's great for beginners or older adults to join. And of course, you can check out a book about the benefits of exercise, mindfulness, and yoga. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you and turn things over to Kat. So Kat, take it away, and everyone please enjoy.
Good morning, everybody. It's great to see you all. Thank you all for joining us. So as always, I'm offering this from my home, and you'll see my dog Ume in the back. Got my cat next door right here, and my dad and neighbors. So just excuse any kind of noises that are coming from the surroundings. And then today we are going to be using a strap. So if you have a yoga strap, you're going to want to have that. If you don't have a yoga strap, no worries. You can use a belt, a dog leash, like a long scarf, or even like a long towel, anything just to help extend your reach a bit. So that we can do some work with our shoulders today. And then also if you have yoga blocks or a firm blanket even, or like a big bath towel you can roll up, you're going to want to have a few of those things around today. Okay, so with that, today, so these 7 series we're currently on, it has been loosely based on the 7 chakras. That's commonly known in the West, that is often illustrated as, the rainbow's color of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So this is the 4th week. So this week we're focusing on the heart chakra, which is often illustrated as green in that kind of rainbow spectrum system. And the heart chakra is related to the element of air. So it's very closely connected to our heart and our lungs, and just kind of this whole idea of absorbing prana, life force. And so today we're going to go ahead and get started, as always, on our backs. So go ahead and have your folded blanket or maybe a cushion for underneath your head. And then we're going to come onto our backs. And then once you arrive onto your back, you can have your legs straight out, or you can have your knees bent, feet on the floor, whatever's comfortable for you. And then maybe if you can gently close your eyes. You just want to be comfortable. So I'm going to demo here with Ume kind of watching over us. So coming onto our backs, we're going to start here with your arms just resting out to the sides, or you can have the palms down and on the body, whatever is comfortable to start. So again, legs can be straight if that's okay for the back. Otherwise, oftentimes people find it helpful to have the knees bent. If your knees are bent, you can walk your feet out a little bit wider so that the knees knock in to support each other. And then just arriving onto your back. As you arrive, just maybe gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. And just start to feel your body here. Feel the earth underneath your spine. Taking a few rounds of breath. Notice how your body feels this morning. Notice what your breath is like. And as you tune in, also begin to just notice what is your mental, emotional body like this morning. So we always start by just really taking a beat to tune in. So starting to pull our awareness from the outer busyness to harnessing our awareness inwards. And noticing what's going on inside, any messages from the body. So as you continue to breathe, just feel the rise and fall of that breath. And as you breathe in, imagine like you're breathing in this beautiful, nourishing light. And as you breathe out, imagine you're releasing everything you're ready to release. So with each breath in, just feeling that prana circulate through your whole body. And then if your hands are off to the sides, go ahead and bend those elbows and plant your hands on your body. Maybe one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart center. And as you continue to breathe, just feel the expansion of that inhalation. And as you exhale, feel everything sinking back towards the center, towards the earth. So just a few more moments, riding that expansion and contraction, that spanda, riding that ebb and flow of your breath. And here, as you just taking these first few moments to settle in, you might want to gently open your mouth and wiggle out your jaw, stretch out your tongue, stretch out your face, soften your throat. And then you can let your lips gently close, keeping your mouth and your tongue soft. And then soften around your eyes. And again, really feeling that breath moving in and out. As you breathe in, again, visualize this beautiful light filling your whole being, filling and nourishing every cell of your body. And as you breathe out, just imagine releasing whatever it is you're ready to let go of. And then this morning, since we're focusing on the heart center, you might bring both hands to the heart center for a moment. Maybe you can feel the warmth of your hand at the heart center, right between the breast there, or at the chest, the sternum. Maybe as you breathe in and out, you can begin to even notice your pulse, notice your heartbeat. And then if your legs are straight, let's all go ahead and bend the knees, feet on the floor. Again, walk your feet a little bit wider apart. So if you're on a regular yoga mat, have them about mat width apart. And then we're going to open our arms out wide now with our palms up. And as always, we're going to ease in and out of some gentle movement to start. So take an inhalation in. And as you exhale, let both knees rock to the right. And maybe you can gently spin your head to the left. Inhale, back up through center. And exhale, other side. Knees to the left, head spins to the right. So just starting easy. You're in control of how far you twist, So just feeling that twist, moving from the base of the spine up through the crown of the head to whatever degree feels appropriate in your body. So starting easy, warming up the body with this nice gentle movement, but starting to link movement with breath. And then from here, if you want to add the arms, the next time you spin your knees to the right, your head looks to the left, go ahead and start pressing your left thumbnail into the floor so that the pinky side of the left hand starts to lift up towards the sky. And then your right hand behind you, you're going to spin over the pinky side of the hand so that the palm starts to spin towards the floor. And then inhale up to center, both palms face up on the floor. Exhaling, knees spin to the left, head to the right, looking at your right palm. Press the right finger thumbnail down to lift the pinky side of the hand up. And then the hand behind you, that left hand, you spin over the pinky side of the hand so the palm spins down towards the earth. So like that, if you want to add the arms, you inhale through neutral, exhaling the back hand, that the hand you're looking at, you spin over the thumbnail to lift the pinky side of the hand, and the hand behind you, you spin over the pinky side to plant the palm down. So like that, side to side. Now if that's a little confusing, then don't worry about the hands. Just continue to oscillate gently side to side. A few more breaths. And then the next time you inhale, let's bring it up to neutral. From here, we're going to take our arms up to the sky. So I'm always opening with these poses right now. They're kind of some of my favorite. We're going to bend the elbows. And now taking an inhale. As you exhale, turn your head to the right. Slide your elbows to the left. Inhale back up through center. Exhale, head to the left. Elbows slide right. Again, side to side. Now head and elbows are sliding in opposite directions. Once you get that movement into your body, you can add the legs. So feet are still hip width apart, knees bent. Next time your head spins to the right, let both knees rock to the right as well as the elbows slide left. Inhale through center. And again, this time knee and head are going in the same direction as the elbows move in the opposite direction. So sliding and gliding with the breath. Nice fluid movements. And again, just enjoying this movement. The next time you rock your head and knees to the right, your elbows slide left. Maybe you pause here. Keep sliding the elbows to the left. And maybe see if you can feel a little pressure against your right chest as that right upper arm crosses the chest. Maybe you feel a little stretch in the back between the right shoulder blade and the spine. And then inhale back up through center and exhaling other side. Again, pausing and breathing, just noticing what you feel here. And then we bring the whole thing up to neutral. From here, we're going to roll to our right side. So you still have the pillow under your head or the folded blanket under your head. You're going to roll to your right side. Let your right arm come straight out in front of you with the right palm facing up. Your left knee is stacked over your right knee with the knees bent. And you just got the 90 degree between the thigh and the torso. You're going to bring your left hand on top of your right and start to slide the left hand away from you as you spin towards the floor, so kissing the floor. And then as you inhale, slide that left hand across the inseam of the right arm, across your chest, and open that left arm all the way to the left. Breathe into the left chest. As you exhale, sweep the sky with that left hand, and then closing the book. Slide the left hand away from you as you torque to kiss the earth. And then again, inhaling, sliding the left hand across the inseam of the right. Open it all the way to the left. Look back. Exhale. Great. Paint the sky. And then closing that book. And again, slide the hand away. Kiss the earth. Inhale. Sliding that left hand all the way across. Opening up. Exhaling. Closing the book. Good. Let's do one more. Inhaling. This time as you open, you're going to pause in this open position. So just feel this twist. Let both shoulder blades move down the back. And then now, instead of looking back at the left hand, turn your head to look forward at the right palm. So now your left hand's reaching away from you, behind you, but you're looking at the right hand, same direction as the knee. And then open and close that left hand behind you a few times. So just make a big fist. Make a big palm and then make a fist. So open and close that left hand behind you. And next time you make a fist, go ahead and circle the left wrist. Yeah, and then circle it the other way. Good. Next time, when you're ready, make a big palm with the left hand again. You're still looking away from the left hand. You're looking to the right. Now, with that left palm open, press the palm away from you, like you're pushing the wall away from you. And breathe into that stretch. And then spin that left palm up to the sky again and reach it away like you're holding a big platter and you're offering a plate of, like, I don't know, hors d'oeuvres or something. And then with your next inhale, go ahead, spin, turn your head to look back up and back at your left hand. And then exhaling, sweep that left arm up towards the sky one more time. And close the book. And then we're gonna roll onto our backs. And just take a moment on your back and just notice the difference from one side to the other. Maybe you feel a little more openness in the left chest, left arm. And then when you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and switch sides. So go ahead and roll onto your left side. So now your left arm is straight out in front of you, same height as the shoulder with the left palm facing up. Your knees are stacked with the right knee stacked over the left, and you're gonna bring your right hand on top of the left hand. Start to slide the right hand away as you go to kiss the earth. And then as you inhale, slide that right hand along the inseam of the left arm, across the chest, and open that right arm back. As you exhale, go ahead and paint the sky, closing the book, slide the hand away to kiss the earth. And again, inhale, open it up. So moving slowly, nice and fluid. Exhale, sweep through the heavens. Close the book. So a few more cycles with your own breath. Again, see if you can move nice and slow and fluid, like there's a drag to the movement. There's a viscosity to the air, like as if you're moving through water. Good. And then the next time you open, we're again gonna pause in the open. So take your time, no rush. But once you open up, you're gonna pause with that right arm reaching behind you. But then turn your head and again look to the left hand. So now reach your right hand away from you, behind you. And then open and close that right hand a few times back behind you. Yeah, feel that action through the arm. And then make a fist and circle that right wrist behind you. You're still looking to the left as you circle the right wrist behind you. Circle it the other direction. And again, make a big palm with that right hand. And now press the hand away from you, like you're pushing the wall away. But you're not looking at the wall. You're looking away from the wall as you push it away. And then spin the palm up like you're holding that big platter. One more breath. Exhale it out. And then with your next inhale, go ahead, roll your gaze up to the sky and look back at the right hand. And as we exhale, we're going to sweep our hand up through the sky to close the book again. All right. And then again, coming onto our backs. Taking a moment and just feeling that. From here, let's go ahead and straighten our legs long. We're going to take our arms up to the ceiling and we're going to interlace the fingers. So here, you can keep the pillow under your head if you like, but if you rather slide the pillow out from under the head, you can, because in a moment we're going to take our arms up overhead. So take your arms up to the ceiling first and interlace your fingers. Go ahead and gently flex those feet. So with the legs long, gently flex the feet and point all 10 toes up to the sky. And then you're going to press your palms up to the sky as well. So the back of the hand is facing you and the palm of the hand is facing the sky. Now press up through the ball of the index finger faster than the pinky side. So like you want to peel the pinky side of the hand towards you. Keep that action. Can you lift your shoulder just a little bit off the floor, then squeeze them up to your ears, then press them down into the floor and slide those shoulder blades down the back. Keep your shoulder blades moving down the back. Keep your legs engaged. We're going to inhale to press the arms all the way up towards the top of the mat. And just take a nice full body stretch here. Press out through the feet as you press out through the palms. Big breath. And then exhale, release your hands, sweep them down by the sides. And again, take your arms up to the ceiling and change the clasp of the hand. So again, interlace the fingers, but with the other thumb on top. Press the palms up towards the sky. And again, press up through the index side of the hand faster than the pinky side. And again, big shoulder circle. Make a circle with the shoulders. Slide those shoulders into the earth and down the back. Keep your shoulder blades moving down the back, away from the ears. Again, feet are engaged, legs are engaged. We're taking the arms all the way up. Take a full body stretch again. Big breath in and big breath out. And again, release your arms. This time, we're going to take our arms up towards the ceiling and all the way up overhead. We're going to interlace our right hand around the left wrist. And our feet are still gently flexed. We're going to bend to the right. So you're going to walk your head and shoulders to the right. But once you arrive into your side bend, make sure both shoulder blades and the back of the skull are on the floor. And then you're using your right hand to slide the left wrist to the right. So we're taking a big stretch on the left seam. And here, breathe into that left side. Imagine you're fanning open your left ribs. You're breathing space into that left lung. Take a big breath here. You can keep it like this, or you can maybe take little baby steps with your feet to walk the feet to the right side as well, coming into a bit of a banana shape. And just one more breath. And then with your next exhale, let's slowly release. Come back to center, find neutral. And once you arrive into neutral, you're going to switch clasps. So left hand's going to clasp the right wrist. And then you're going to keep your legs active, feet are engaged. We're going to start to bend to the left. So walk your head and shoulders a little bit at a time to the left. Once you come into your full position, you keep both shoulder blades on the floor, back of the skull's on the floor, and then use your left hand to bring the right wrist over to the left. And then maybe little baby steps with your feet as you walk them to the left as well. And breathing into the right seam. Again, in your mind's eye, see your right ribs fanning open. Breathing space into your right lungs. And then slowly bring it back to center. And again, we're going to release the arms. From here, just bend your knees, one foot at a time. And then hug those knees in and just gently rock a little side to side, checking in with our low back. Maybe a little stretch in those outer hips. So we won't focus too much down here, but always good to just at least do a little bit of warm up here. So hug your knees together. Use your hands to keep those knees hugging in. We're going to just make a big circle with our knees. So one big knee together, drawing a circle in the air as you massage around your low back in your sacral region. And see if you can slow it down so you can feel more rather than focused on doing, focus on feeling. Breathing into whatever you feel. And then whenever you're ready, you can just circle those knees in the other direction. Good, nice. Beautiful, you guys. Okay, next time your knees come to your chest, we're going to circle the knees, but they're going to mirror each other now. So you're going to press your knees away from your chest. Then you're going to open them wide apart from each other. Keep them apart from each other as you hug them in towards the armpits. And then hug them back into the midline. So like that, you're going to circle the knees as they mirror each other. So now each knee is drawing its own circle. And we're bringing movement into our hip socket. And then whenever you're ready, just switch the direction of the circle. So just circle it in the other direction. Still, each knee is drawing its own circle as they mirror one another. Yeah, just noticing how this is feeling. Okay, the next time the knees hug in, again, just rock a little side to side. All right, And then from here, we're gonna go ahead and roll to one side as we come on up. So we're gonna come up to standing. And this is where you're gonna want to have a strap or a belt. I'm gonna change the angle of my camera. So again, it doesn't need to be a yoga strap. It can be a belt, a dog leash, anything to help extend your reach. And we're just gonna do a little warm up through our shoulders. So actually, before we do the strap, let's just take a moment to release the strap. You're just gonna have your feet like nice and comfortable, hip width apart. So just a comfortable stance so you feel really steady and stable. And just take a moment to feel your feet on the floor. You're gonna feel the ball of the big toe in the inner heel of your foot. And then spread the soles of the feet to feel the ball of the pinky toe in the outer heel. And then with those four corners of your feet grounded, lift the inner arches. And we're going to shrug our shoulders forward, up, back, and down. So make a few big shoulder circles. Circling your shoulders. Good. Now the next time your shoulders slide down the back, we're going to bring our arms forward, palms facing each other. Here, keep your tailbone lengthening down as you reach the crown of the head up. We're just going to do some big shoulder circles. So we're going to inhale to reach the right arm up towards the sky, and then we're going to start to spin open to the right so that both palms face the right as you look to the right wall. And then as you exhale, spin that right hand down and bring it back forward. Palms face each other. Good. Inhale, left arm reaching up to the sky, and start to open up to the left. So both palms are facing that left wall. You're looking at the left wall. And then exhale, spin that hand down and forward. So like that, inhale, right arm up, open to the right. Exhale, go ahead and bring it forward. And then inhale, left arm reaching up and back. And exhale, bring it forward. Good. So just a few more times, inhaling, open. Exhaling, close. Switching sides, side to side. One more time each side. Nice big breath in. Nice clearing breath out. Good. Okay. And then the next time your arms come forward, go ahead. We're going to interlace the fingers here and press your palms away from you. Shrug your shoulder blades down the back. So make that big shoulder circle and take the shoulders back and down. Lengthen your tailbone down. Reach the crown of the head up. Root into the feet. And then with our next inhale, take our arms all the way up towards the sky. Good. Press down through the feet as you press up through the palms. Inhale. And then exhale, just gently tip it to the left. Good. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, gently tip it to the right. And bring it back up. And exhale, release your hands. Good. Again, big shoulder circle. And then bring your arms forward again. Now interlace your fingers with the other thumb on top. And again, press your palms away from you. Shrug your shoulder blades down the back. Lengthen that tailbone down as you reach the crown of the head up. Hug your navel in. And inhale, pressing into the earth as you take your arms up overhead again. Press through the feet as you press up through the hands. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to tip it to the right. Good. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale, tip it to the left. Nice. Bring it back up. And again, exhale, release your arms. Good. Shrug your shoulders. Big circle. Okay. Let's do a little bit of neck and hands and wrist warm up before we use the strap. So we're going to take our arms up overhead, inhaling. Now keep your right arm lifted. Just bring your left fingertips down. Point them not straight down, but kind of at an angle, down and away. But find like a trajectory of energy. And then bend your right elbow and bring your right hand to the left side of your head. Keep your left fingertips pointing down and away as you gently tilt your head to the right. Just taking a stretch on the right side of the neck. Good. And then take the hand off the head and just spin to look into your right armpit. And again, gently tilt your head away. Keep pointing your fingertips away from you. And then take that top hand off the head again. Just spin your head to look forward, but your head is still tilted. One more time. Gently tilt the head away. Now you're going to take this left hand and bring the back of the hand against your sacrum. So sacrum is this triangle bone right above our butt crease at the base of the spine. So you're going to come here, right? So bring the back of the hand onto that sacrum and then make a big circle with that shoulder. So take that left shoulder back and down. Press the back of that left hand into the sacrum as you tilt your head gently to the right. You can keep it here or you can slide that back hand up the spine if it's available. Just another few rounds of breath here. And then when you're ready, you can release the left hand back out to the side, point the fingertips away. So one more breath here. Now take the right hand off of the head and bring your right hand to the right side of your face. And use your hand to help your head up. Good. And then big shoulder circle. Just notice the difference from one side to the other. Does it feel different? Okay. Inhale, arms out and up. Good. Keep your left arm lifted. Bring your right fingers down. Point them down and away. Again, find that line of energy. And then you're going to bend that top elbow and gently tilt your head to the left. Keep pointing the right fingertips down and away. Breathe into that. Feel the line of energy on this right side of the neck down into the arm. Okay, and then take the hand off the head so that you can gently spin to look into that armpit. And then again, gently tilt the head away a little. Keep pointing the right fingertips down and away. Good. Take the hand off the head again. Keep your head tilted, but just shift your gaze straight forward again. But your head is still gently tilted like we were before. And gently tilt the head to the left. Now you're going to take the back of the right hand and bring it against your sacrum at your at the bottom of the low back there. And now make a big shoulder circle with that right shoulder. The next time that shoulder moves back and down, keep it back and down and press the back of the hand into the sacrum and breathe here. You can keep it here or maybe you slide the back at the right hand up the spine if that's available. And again, breathing into it. Now when you're ready, you're going to release that hand back down. So point the right fingertips away again. One more breath here. And then take your top left hand off the head and bring it to the left side of your face. And use your hand to help your head up. Good. And then again, big shoulder circle. Oh, sorry, my dad. He always makes noises, even when I tell him. Okay, we're making fists with our hands. And we're going to again circle out our wrists. And circle them the other way. And then we're making some big palms with the hands. And you're going to use your left hand to gently bring all 5 right fingers back, including the thumb if you can get it. And then just do your best to kind of straighten that arm, that right arm, without locking the elbow. So we're stretching the underbelly of the right wrist and forearm. And then let the fingers point down. And you're going to use your left hand to gently press the knuckles back towards you. Stretch out the top of the wrist and the forearm. Good. And then we're going to just shake that out. Okay, big palms again. This time, keep that left palm open. Use your right hand to bring all 5 of those left fingers back. And again, just doing your best to press that heel of the palm away from you without locking the elbow. Stretching out the underbelly of the wrist and forearm on the left side. And then we'll release. Let the fingers point down and gently press against the knuckles to stretch out the top of the wrist and forearm. So you're always in control of how much pressure. So you're listening to your own body. Again, and then we're going to release. Shake it out. Okay. Good. Now keep shaking your hands out like you're shaking water off of them. You need to get every drop of water off of those hands. And then keep that vigorous shaking, but you're going to turn your palms up to shake them out. Yeah, good. Keep shaking them out. Good. Now shake out your elbows like you're doing the chicken dance. Good. And the shoulders up and down. And then start to add a little bounce through your knees. Yep, up and down. And then just wag your tail, wag your head. And do a little crazy jig. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and grab our strap. So you're going to want to have something that can extend your reach. If you have one of these yoga straps, I like to hold the buckle in one hand just so it doesn't, fly around and hit me. And then you're going to want to take, maybe a couple of feet of strap in between your hands. So the more distance between your hands, the easier it is for the shoulders. But if you take too much, then you won't be able to get the strap over your head. So take, start maybe with like a couple of feet or so, a little bit wider than shoulder width. Again, feel your feet on the floor, really ground down through the four corners, and then lift those inner arches. Lengthen your tailbone long, shrug your shoulder blades down the back, and reach the back of the neck, back of the skull up towards the sky. Hug your navel in and up, and then start to pull your hands away from each other on your strap. As you pull the hands away from each other, you might feel your lats engaging, the sides of the back here. So keep that action. Shrug those shoulder blades down the back. Again, pull the hands away from each other on the strap. Hug your navel in and up. We're going to inhale to take our arms up overhead. Good. And then as best you can, let the elbows be straight without locking the elbows. But keep your shoulder blades moving down the back as you pull the hands away from each other. And just breathing here. And then if it's available, you can see if you can take your hands back another inch or two, right? You're just playing with what is your range here. But keep the shoulder blades moving down the back. And then keep your front. So sometimes people do this and these front floating ribs can pop forward. So if that's happening for you, then you're going to want to think about softening the floating ribs down to inflate the kidneys in the back. Okay? And then one more breath in. And then exhale, bring it forward and down. Good. Again, we're coming back, so bring it up shoulder height. Pull the hands away from each other. Shrug your shoulder blades down the back. Feel rooted through the feet and lengthening through the crown. And then when you're ready, let's inhale, arms up overhead again. Keep those elbows straight as best you can, but you don't need to lock them. And then again, can you take your hands back another inch or two? But keep the shoulder blades down the back. Pull the hands away from each other. Breathing here. Good. And again, exhale, bring it forward and down. Good. And shrug your shoulder blades down the back again. Last time. Hands shoulder height. Pull the hands away from each other. Find that tall spine, rootedness into the earth. And inhale, take your arms up overhead again. Keep those shoulder blades sliding down the back as you reach your arms up. And this time, again, see if you can take your hands back another few inches, maybe. Okay, now we're going to floss these shoulders. So go ahead, keep the elbows as straight as you're able to while you slide it to the left. So that back, the top arm, right arm goes behind the head if you're able. And then back up through center and slide it to the other side. Yeah. And then back up through center. Again, once you find the top, slide it over to the first side. Back up through center. And over to the second side. So, of course, we do everything 3 times. So one more time, back up to center. Slide it over to your first side. Last time on the side. Back up through center. And over to your second side. Good. Bring the whole thing up. Take your arms back a little bit more if you can. Breathing here. Good. And then bring it forward and down. All right. And shake it out. Just release the strap. Hopefully everyone's got a wall. We're going to come up to a wall. So come up to like a solid wall. Is that available for everybody? Hopefully we're all inside, I think, so everyone's probably got a wall somewhere they can come up to. So we're going to stand with our, let's start, so now I'm not going to mirror you. With your right hip facing the wall, and you're going to bring your right hand on the wall in front of you with the thumb down, so palm on the wall. And then you're going to start to, so here, the hand is, if you're looking at a clock on the wall, it's pointing to 9 o'clock. You're going to start to rotate that right arm up towards the top to 12 o'clock. And then walk your fingers up the wall. And then with the fingers walking up the wall, can you shrug that right shoulder blade down the back? So slide that shoulder down the back. Keep that shoulder blade moving down the back. And again, walk the hand up the wall. From here, you're going to start to open that arm back behind you, point it to 3 o'clock. So now the palm is on the wall and the thumb is pointing up and your hand is at 3 o'clock. And then you can breathe here. You can bring your left hand on the wall wall in front of you to gently press and start to spin yourself to look into the center of the room if that's available. So we're stretching out through the right chest. Good. And then if you did spin to the center of the room, go ahead and spin yourself to face the side again. And then you're going to just take that right hand and spin it down to 6 o'clock. And come on out, face the center of the room. And shrug your shoulders. Again, notice the difference from one side to the other. Shake it out a little. Wag your tail. Second side. So now the left hip is going to face the wall. We're going to start with our left hand in front of us on the wall. So that thumb is down. And now you're pointing to 3 o'clock. And then you're going to spin that hand up the wall. So that left hand is pointing up to 12 o'clock. And here, walk the hand up the wall. But again, shrug your left shoulder blade down the back. Drag the shoulder blade down the back. And then keep the shoulder blade down the back as you walk the hands up the wall again. From here, you're going to start to spin that hand back behind you. So now the left hand is going to point to 9 o'clock. Thumb is pointing up. Whole palm of the hand is on the floor, wall. You can bring your right hand on the wall in front of you if you want to start to gently turn yourself to, again, face this towards the center of the room. And then you're going to, again, reorient yourself just to face the side if you had torque to the center at all. And then spin that back hand down to 6 o'clock. And again, facing forward, let's shrug the shoulders. Okay, and shake out your hands, wag your tail. Okay, from here, we're going to come onto the floor, and we're going to just do a gentle heart opening. Actually, since we're up, sorry, let's just stay up one more time. We're just going to bring a little bit of movement before we come down. So we're going to just do our 8 taps. So we've done the 8 taps together before, I think. So you just want your feet about hip width or maybe a little bit wider. And just start to feel your feet on the floor as you gently start to sway your weight a little from side to side. So keep your knees a little micro bent. They're not locked knees, right? So there's a little give in them. Okay, now you're going to start to turn at your waist. So as you shift your waist, you're turning your waist. And let your arms be like noodle arms, wet noodles, so that the hands are like little balls at the ends of the ropes and they're tapping the body. So front body taps the front, back body taps the back. And you just breathe. So this is the basic movement, right? And every time you twist, imagine you're like massaging your inner organs. We're going to add 8 different hand positions. We do each one to the count of 8. We'll do the whole thing twice. If you get lost, don't worry. Just come back here. Just keep swaying, turning, tapping, breathing, and smiling, right? Feels good. Okay, so now the first hand position, we make fists, and we're going to just tap the chest. Back body just taps the body. Back hand taps the body wherever it lands. Front hand taps the chest. Second hand position, open palm over your shoulders. Again, back hand just taps the body wherever it lands. But remember, you're turning at the waist. So sometimes people get into the arms, they forget to turn their waist. So turn at your waist. 3, open palms at your upper arm. So again, turning at the waist. Back hand just taps wherever it taps. 4, you're going to open your palm, karate chop. So now the knife edge of the hand taps your hip joint. Good. So that's 4. 5 is the same karate chop, but you're going to bend a little deeper because you're going to tap above the knees. So not on the knees, but above your knees. Good. All right. 6 is the same, but now we bring it up to our waist. So, yep, turning at the waist and breathing. Okay. 7 is a tricky one. I always lose people on 7, so don't fret if you get lost. 7, the front arm just wraps around the body, okay? But the back hand, you're going to bring it forward, palm up, and you're going to reach up, and you're going to pat its own shoulder. And then you bring that arm and wrap it around, and take the other hand, reach it forward, palm up, and pat its own shoulder. Again, wrap it around, bring it forward and up, pat its own shoulder, wrap it around, forward and up, pat its shoulder. So this is 7. And if you get lost, just keep twisting and tapping and breathing. And 8 is super easy. We just pat the belly. All right. So from the top, you guys ready? Let's begin at the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get over your shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Upper arms. Remember to turn at your waist. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, karate chop your hip joints. Palm up. Knife edge of the hand. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now bend into those knees. Tap above the knees. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Bring it up to the waist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, tricky one. Wrap the front arm. Back hand reaches forward and up. Pat your back. Wrap that front arm. Back hand reaches forward and up. Pat. Wrap. Forward and up. Pat. Wrap. Forward and up. Pat. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you guys are getting it. 8. Awesome. Pat the belly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more cycle at the chest. 3, 4, 5. Remember to turn the waist. 7, 8. Over your shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Upper arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna karate chop our hips. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Above your knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Up to your waist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now front arm wraps. Back hand reaches forward and up. Pats the pat. Wrap. Forward and up. Pat. Wrap. Forward and up. Pat. Good. Wrap. Forward and up. 5, 6, 7, 8. And belly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice job, you guys. Awesome. Okay, just let it kind of wind down, and we're going to walk in place a little. So just opposite arm and legs lift, just normal walk. You know, if you don't overthink it. Yep. Okay, and then just shake it out. Okay, from here we're going to go ahead and bring it down to the floor. So now this is where, if you've got a couple of blocks or a blanket or like a big bath towel you can roll up, we're going to do a little heart opening in a more passive kind of a position. And I'm going to show some different options. So we're just going to come into a kind of a restorative heart opening position. And then from there, we'll come into our final resting pose of Shavasana. Okay, so I'm going to give some different options because different people have different what's appropriate, and you all have different props and what's available. So the first option is the more extreme one. This is if you have 2 blocks at home, okay? If you have 2 yoga blocks, you can have one block on the lowest block setting, horizontal. This is going to be for my shoulders. And then the second block, I'm going to have it on the second height setting about 3-4 inches away, and that's going to be for my head. So I'm going to show this option first, and then I'll show some different options. So if you have the 2 blocks and you want to come into this kind of bigger heart opener, you sit on the floor with your back facing the blocks. And as you lay back, you want the block underneath your shoulder blades. So if you feel like bottom of your shoulder blades are here, they kind of stick out, and you want the block to be underneath the shoulders. So there's 2 plates of bones here that are your shoulder blades. You want the block supporting the shoulder blades. You don't want the block so low it's in your low back, and you don't want it so high up where it's in your neck. You want to make sure your shoulders are supported, and then the other block is for the head. Now, sometimes for people here, this is too low, and then their chin's above their forehead. If that's happening for you, you need to bring the block onto the higher setting. And then you can just let your arms rest, palms up. You can have your knees bent, knees knock in, or you can have your legs straight, or you can even have soles of the feet together, but that's kind of jamming for the back. Okay, so that was the first option. Hopefully that was clear. Now, if you don't have 2 blocks, or for some people that's too extreme, but you've got like a blanket or like a big bath towel at home, then you can take that. So here, you can be in charge of how much height you take underneath your shoulder blades, right? So you can roll something, and then you're gonna lay again. Now, with this, you're just gonna lay again with your shoulders on it so that your armpits come over the support, right? And then you just open your arms out to the sides, and your armpits are just hanging right over the top of that bolster. So if it's too extreme, just lower the roll. You know, you don't have to have the whole thing rolled. Like if you've got a big blanket you're working with, let me open this up. So if I was working with like something that was longer, I don't have to roll the whole thing, right? I don't have to roll the whole thing. So it's this big, massive thing. That's going to be too much. I can just roll partial. I can just roll like, oh, maybe take a few rolls. And that's enough for me today. And then this part I could even roll up for my head if I needed more support under the head. And then again, you want to lay with your shoulder blades on the support and your armpits hang over the top of it. And then your head is just resting maybe on a little blanket or pillow. If your chin is jutting over your forehead, you want to lift underneath the head a little bit so that the chin and forehead are more level. That's more calming for the nervous system. And then palms up. And I can't see you all, but you just want to make sure it's comfortable. And if it's just too confusing, then you can just take an early Shavasana too, or if there's some other version of a heart opener you like, feel free to take it. Let me see if I can see anybody. Good. So you want to make sure that it's comfy. Your legs can be straight. You can have the knees bent, feet on the floor. If your knees are bent, you might want to walk your feet a little bit wider so the knees knock in and support each other. Then you don't have to hold the knees up. And then if it's available, let the palms spin up to help broaden through the collarbones. But if your hands are hovering off the floor with the palms up, you can have them down instead. Wherever you're at, take a nice breath in and a nice breath out. And then again, can you maybe stretch out your mouth a little, stick out your tongue, wiggle out your jaw, and then soften your throat. Think about softening the front of the throat into the back of the throat. Relax your mouth as you let the lips gently close. Soften your eyes. Soften the muscles around the eyes. And as you settle into this, just again, tune into your breath. Can you feel the rise of that inhalation, the expansion, and the fall of the exhalation, the gentle contraction? So if you're not taking the posture, you can always just connect in with the breath. Yeah, and if it's feeling like too much and you need to come out sooner, you can come out. You can also lower the support. So always listening to your own body. But here, if you're in the posture, just feel the broadening of your collarbones. And then feel the expansion of the belly and the heart with the breath in. And feel everything becoming more quiet as you exhale. And again, tuning in, maybe you can again feel your pulse, feel the heartbeat. And imagine again with each breath in, breathing in golden white light, filling up your lungs. As you exhale, releasing everything you're ready to release. With each breath in, see your own inner light grow brighter as that light nourishes every cell in your body. As you exhale, releasing. As you inhale, your light grows fuller and brighter. The cells are nourished. You fill out your whole auric field. Smooth it out. You exhale, clearing, releasing. 2 more breaths. Good. And then if you haven't already, you can go ahead and just lift that support out from underneath you, or if your arm blocked, you're going to roll off to one side, and let's all just come back onto our backs so that we can lay nice and flat for the last few breaths. So let yourself be comfortable for your final resting pose. And then with your eyes closed, again, soften the mouth, relax your tongue. Legs can be straight, let the feet fall away from each other. Let's take a couple more rounds of breath. Just releasing everything now, even your breath control. Okay, so you're welcome to stay in this resting pose for as long as you like. But I'm going to turn it over to Katie. So feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like as she shares today's reading with us. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Kat, for another amazing session. That was wonderful. Give me just a moment. I want to share my screen so that you can see the book that I chose for this week. All right. Well, this week's theme is the Anahata chakra, which is the heart chakra. It is characterized by emotions of love, passion, attachment, and compassion. When this is in balance, we feel more caring, compassionate, and friendly. So I chose The Hidden Life of Trees, What They Feel, How They Communicate, Discoveries from a Secret World by Peter Wohlleben. We're surrounded by trees. We need them to live. We even live in the city of trees. But have you given much thought to the behavior of trees? Well, Peter Wohlleben has. After working in forestry in Germany for over 20 years, he has penned many books on his knowledge of trees, hoping to encourage others to preserve and appreciate them. He says when you learn about the lives of trees, it makes it hard to chop them down. In this book, Peter shares his belief that all trees are intelligent. They make decisions, feel pain, and communicate with one another. To him, trees are social beings. The forest is the original social network. Trees look out for one another and help each other grow. Some scientists have criticized his writing, saying that Peter humanizes trees, a big no-no in the science world, and that he's too fantastical. Peter set out to share his love of nature through a collection of observations over his time in forestry. He had previously tried sharing facts about trees in a more scientific tone, but no one paid attention to those books. He experienced great success with The Hidden Life of Trees, in part because of the story-like way that he presented the information to make it more relatable. I, for one, enjoyed this book and Peter's stories and knowledge about trees. I was amazed to learn just how slowly trees grow. When we see a small tree, we think, oh, that must be like 30 years old, when in reality, it is hundreds of years old. Peter shares that there are benefits to slow growing trees. The slower it grows, the tighter the grain, and the greater chances it has for survival. He discusses pine trunks that were discovered in Switzerland that were examined and found to be 14,000 years old. These trees are living history and can tell us so much about the world around us. If you're a nature lover, want to learn more about the forest or the inner workings of our tall, leafy friends, then I suggest picking this up. The Hidden Life of Trees, What They Feel, How They Communicate, Discoveries from a Secret World is available in audio, ebook, and physical formats right now in the library collection, so you can check it out for yourself. And with that, I will say thank you so much for joining us for Reach and Read, and a big thank you to Kat for another wonderful session. Thank you so much. We will be back next Thursday, November 17th at 10 a.m., so we hope to see you then. So to find a library location near you, sign up for a library card, or to learn about upcoming programs for all ages, just go to www.saclibrary.org. So for Kat, myself, and the Sacramento Public Library, thank you so much and be well.